War is an ancient art, as old as the land itself. From the very beginning of their creation, the Ephegai and Turpai found themselves in constant conflict with one another. While the Turpai were superior warriors, the Ephegai were able to use their scientific bent to construct magical defenses in order to ensure their own survival. Many of these relics are lost forever, buried in the rubble of history. Some, however, survive still to this day. Very often, the true nature of the relic has been forgotten or is shrouded by myth and legend. The beacon at Asengath is one such structure. Built by the Ephegai ancestors of the elves, it was intended as a communication and control center for their flying castles. A town grew around the beacon, inhabited by the Ephegai, who operated this center of their defenses. Today, the elves who live in Asengath think of the beacon as a sacred site, a symbol of their ancestry. Only a handful of scholars know the true history of the place. The beacon fell into disuse after the great truce between Ephegai and Turpai, a momentous event that heralded many generations of peace in the world. After it became apparent that the truce would hold, the control key to the beacon, known as the Earth Rune, was disassembled into its component parts and given to trusted Ephegai leaders for safekeeping. Over the centuries, these three artifacts became status symbols, emblematic of the Keeper's position of power. The pieces changed hands many times over and were never again assembled into the Earth Rune. Until now. I will send you with the rune to Asengath. You will need to assemble the 3 staves that guard entry into the beacon. Each staff will allow you to open one of the domed buildings, which in turn will allow you to remove one of the 3 magical barriers around the beacon. Each staff will be with some important resident of Asengath. We have heard reports that Raka has sent his minions out to terrorize the town and garrison it against us. Evidently, Raka somehow knows of the importance of the beacon. Keep your wits about you and return quickly. There is still much work to be done.
Horrible. Most of us got away, but they have the mayor, and Soren is trapped in
You said answering. Where is he?
He's holed up in that big building, over there. You're going to rescue him, right?
Yeah, that's right. Now get out of here before you get yourself hurt. It won't open. It won't open.
Hello again, Dragon's Bane.
Soren, I didn't expect to find you here.
I had planned to gather the key staves before you arrived, but Draka's minions got here faster than I thought they would. I'm afraid that I've been wounded badly in the fighting. So I've been hiding up here, waiting for you to arrive. You'll have to get the key staves yourself.
Do you know where the key staffs are?
I only know that one is with the head gardener, and that he is probably hiding in the secret refuge behind the waterfall. There is a fountain near the falls. If you touch the statue in the center, a walkway will rise up out of the water that leads to the refuge. Once you get all 3 key staves, use them to open the dome buildings located around the beacon. Inside each dome is a control panel which will deactivate one of the barriers around the beacon.
Okay, but I can't just leave you here.
Old Ansoren can still take care of himself, young one. You need to activate that beacon and anchor Zephron before Raka can commit any more atrocities. Go now.
It won't open. It won't open.
Thank you for your most heroic rescue. I am Enward, the mayor of Asengath.
Mayor, huh? I assume that you were one of the 3 keepers of the key staffs.
Yes, but the shaman of these despicable goblins has taken it and locked himself inside our meeting hall. Most distressing.
I have to get that key staff from him.
I can open the doors for you, but I'm sure not going in there.
Don't worry about it, Mayor. That's my job. Lead on.
Coward elves, you're the mighty champion. Fight for the maid.
Actually, I came to take the key staff from you. I need it for a project I'm working on.
Not very brave. How about you fight when you can't see enemy? We find out.
rescue me, young one. I had them held off just fine with my magic.
Yeah? Well, I needed to talk to you.
Indeed? What is it we shall speak of?
You have one of the key staffs I need to get into the beacon.
Yes, here it is.
Thanks. Come on, let's go. I can use a wizard on my side out there.
I'm afraid that my power grows very weak outside my home here. It's right on a note that I've become quite attuned to.
I guess you should stay here then.
My thoughts exactly.